You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in. You are now tuned in to DDD Gas Radio. D-Gas Radio. What's going on, folks? This is David Gass here on D-Gas Radio. We have a really great show lined up for you. Got Screwface John on the line. First, let's take a look at his new track, Fryday.
DJ Rockstar. On his way, and isn't it funny as shit? We always got blaze, but never the money for sticks. He told me about his status, and man, it was dumber than shit. This girl said she was pure, but really she slutty as shit. 20 minutes later, ring, ring, are you coming, you prick? Cheesy like I'm coming, but after I'm done with this bitch, shit. So I guess I gotta wait more. All
right, now that was Fryday by Screwface John. Screw, now last time I saw you, you were at the Waiting Room in Omaha. You had mentioned that you were going on tour with Taylor Gang. You want to tell the folks a little bit about that?
Yeah, man, that tour was dope. It was really, the Chevy Woods tour. It was a Taylor Gang tour. It was like everybody but Wiz was on the tour, and it was Chevy's first tour, and it was my first tour too. So it was really a dope learning experience. Like, I think from the beginning of the Taylor Gang tour to the end of the Taylor Gang tour, I'm a completely different artist, and I learned like how to really appeal to masses from a bunch of different places, not just from home. You know, like, it's easier to win over pride at home, but when you have to go on the road and put yourself out there in front of people, it's a little harder. But ever since then, I think it helped me sell myself a little better to people, and it was dope. I mean, like, we was on tour with Taylor Gang. Most of the time, I was just with my people with Star Click, and we was kicking and hanging out. We would see like Taylor Gang every now and then, but at the end of the day, we just step back like, dang, we are on tour with Taylor Gang. Like, that's what's up.
Definitely, man. I mean, rolling with Taylor Gang on your first tour had to be a surreal experience. Now, I know you had mentioned about the home crowds being a little bit easier to win over. Where exactly are you from?
Yeah, I was actually born in Kearney, and then I moved to Nigeria, and I was like there for like the first 4 years of my life. So I basically just say like I was raised in Nigeria, born and raised there. But I mean, I was born in Kearney physically. I went to high school at North Star. Okay, I got you. Now, you seem to be doing pretty successful nowadays. You want to go ahead and tell the folks about the steps you took to get in the position you're in now? Well, the steps we took was really staying team-orientated and staying home-orientated. Like, everybody in my group, whether it be my management, whether it be just my clique that I hang out with, I grew up with. And really, I think my biggest advice to people is to stay true to you. If you love rap, if you love watching Dragon Ball Z, and you love playing, you used to play with Pokemon cards, rap about that. Like, a true artist can make any situation dope. Like, it's easy to make money, cars, and girls sound dope. No, I definitely know what you mean, and I definitely have respect for you for taking a more original route. Now, as far as getting started, I know you had kind of explained that you had to stay local with everybody. Did you have like a local group of friends, or was it a family member who had kind of got you started with the music industry? Yeah, I really started more like my older brother was a recording artist named Durag, and he was dope. He was my favorite artist, and he was a local artist in the city. So what happened was I just like basically started up under him, and I really started it for fun in the beginning, but then once I saw him really making moves, I was like, yo, this could be something more seriously. And then when he stopped, like, he kind of like retired from the game, I felt like it was my chance to come in and fill a void and just continue to do it. No, that's definitely understandable. Now, I know you're a pretty lyrical artist. With the recent headlines with Lil Wayne and Rick Ross with their vulgar lyrics and whatnot, where do you feel that the music industry should really draw the line as far as lyrics are concerned? Yeah, well, here's the thing I feel about that. I'm glad you asked that. Because, like, with Rick Ross, I feel like he should have at least took more into consideration that he was with Adidas. Now, that's me looking at it like a businessman, because I'm both a businessman and an artist. So I look at it as the brand doesn't want to be behind something like that. But at the same time, they have to know what kind of artist they sign. They got to know who they have. And that's not giving any leeway for someone to say something like that. But at the end of the day, you got to look at people like Tyler, the Creator. You got to look at people like early Eminem stuff. Like, the stuff that they were saying was almost blatant. There was blatant lyrics about rape and stuff like that. And I mean, they weren't dropped and stuff. Basically, without rambling, I think I would say you have to realize what your surroundings are, and Rick Ross just did a horrible job at that. I would definitely have to agree with you there. Well, that wraps up the interview for today, Screwface. I really appreciate your time. You folks can find him on Twitter at SCRUFACEJEAN, Screwface John. Most definitely, man. Thank you, man. This really means a lot to me, man. This is really dope. DDD Gas Radio, D-Gas Radio.